Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of Hibike Euphonium. And the last episode was our first episode, of course, kind of establishing our overall story, which Kumiko seems to be our main girl. We start off with her, like, in middle school. They went to some fancy competition and they kind of like got out in the preliminaries. They got the bad gold, the dud gold, dummet gold, and she was like, wow, we got gold, that's pretty cool, guys, you know. Oh, Kosaka, you're so happy you even brought to tears. That's pretty cool. And she's like, what the heck are you talking about? This is the worst. What is everyone doing being so happy about that little turd of a gold we got? Like, what is wrong with you people? Or I thought we were going to nationals. What's up? And then Kumiko was like, what, you thought we were going to nationals? I had no idea you were so deluded. And then, you know, it kind of got awkward after that. So Kumiko went to a different school, a different high school than like what most of her middle school friends went to, and she made new friends. Like I want to know was named Sapphire. That name kind of left an impression. Although I think she prefers to be called Midori, so I'm going to call her Sapphire. So there's also what was her name, Hazuki, I think. Yeah, she was very forward about being friends with her. I think she like sat behind her in class, and they were all kind of like, hey, let's join the wind instrument club together, and she's like, no. And then the episode got near the end and she's like, okay, I guess I'll join the wind instrument club. Also, she thinks they suck, you know, but she saw them playing fairly early on in the episode and she's like, wow, those guys really suck, and now I think we're gonna join them. Also, I think Kosaka also was joining them in the episode. We didn't actually talk to her much in that episode, but she's around. She's going to the same school. I think she joined that club as well. So yeah, this episode might actually be focused on talking to Kosaka. Maybe we could work some things out, talk through our feelings. That'd be great. Can you tell it's been a while since I've been recording videos? But anyway, let's jump on in and see exactly how this episode goes. So 3, 2, 1, play. Oh yeah, we also had Asuka. She was quite something. I like fake hand or whatever she had. Yeah, Wind Ensemble, that's what it was called. Hopefully my recap of the first episode was fairly accurate. I did my best. Yeah, some of these instruments can get pretty big. Just imagine playing a literal UFO, though. Yeah, I still love that shot. A dream solicitor. So, yeah, this is actually right where we left off, I think. I don't know if that's what you should start with. She definitely would not respond with that. Okay, that is not how that's gonna go. I can tell you that right now. Hug. That was great. Oh, that was hilarious. I love that. Oh, that was awkward. She just smacked her butt when it got her attention. What is tomorrow but yesterday's today? I think I messed that up. Just go do it. Gravity. I get enough animation. Didn't sound convincing. I guess that was sort of a conversation there. Nice to meet you, Euphonium. Yoroshiku, Euphonium. I mean, it's a true fact, so... I certainly didn't help anything. Yeah, I mean, she should do it herself. She's just sitting on her desk. Well, a desk. Oh, it is her desk, yeah. She sits behind her. It's only weird because you weren't as invested as her. I mean, I'm sure it'll work out. Wow. Sounds about right. I could. I mean, you can do what you want to do, I guess. We need one, so how about you do it? That's a good enough reason, right? You just get whatever's left over when nobody else wants to do. The show is called Hibike Euphonium, so... Hibike, dun dun dun. Hibike, almost that word always makes you think of Simple Gear. Okay. Just kind of playing with the skirt there. Okay. Simultaneous sigh of relief. I mean, I can venture a guess. Okay. I would love to. That makes sense. All instruments get their own Jiko Shokai. I see you're a fan. I'm sure they will. It's quite sparkly. Ah, crap, I got my door open. I'll be right back. The good old UFO. Somebody's got to play it. Secret. If you pay attention. Summer, that's a word. Hey, I was into that. I could be here all day. That is a big one. Looks like it. See, that's why we have a man carrying this massive thing. It got across to me. I'm so glad Asuka's in this show. I think we may have a volunteer on that. The Seijo. I guess so. It sounded like it. I definitely got that impression from the name. I'll take this girl. I call dibs. What? Yeah, yes, ma'am. So yeah, going well so far. I blinked. Only where I saw that sentence was fingering. uh, that's quite sad. Uh, I did kind of get that impression. Yeah, I might agree with you on that. Just shaking her butt as she says this. I couldn't say no to this girl. Wink, wink. You play along, please. Whew. Okay. Hey, that was excellent. As expected of Kosaka. Of course she does. She's pretty serious about this after all. And she's just so beautiful. Below better. Don't hurt yourself, girl. My name is Midori. Although her MyAnimeLIst also calls her Sapphire, so. I suppose. Just enjoy Asuka's enthusiasm. Because nobody else is quite as, like, you know, Genki, as gung-ho as her. So it's a very important element. Ah! I was actually just thinking that too. Wow. I don't even need to make the joke. Tuba-kun. I just remembered something I gotta do over here. Yeah, I'm not confident I'm gonna get a chance to play that thing. Like, you two know each other? Oh. Okay. So she's like another childhood friend? Yeah, childhood friend. We're supposed to say that. It's like, I think we have something we need to discuss over here. She didn't know it was a secret. Like, yeah, I don't blame her for that. Tamaguchi's fine. Really hope he doesn't get the door open again. So yeah, she seems nice enough, even if she kind of accidentally blew her cover. Oboe and, yeah. Of course you did. Freaking rich girl school. Yeah, gotta be careful. Gotta talk to her eventually. Hey, don't say her name. She'll look at us again. Oh, there's a I forget the name. Taki. Yes, I knew it was Ta something. knew somebody was gonna say that. We do. Complete and nationals compete. I had more difficulty reading that than I probably should have. Talking about realistic goals again. Have fun. Become close friends with each other. Yeah, basically, do you want to have success or do you want to have fun? Kind of like, which one's your priority? Well, it is your club, right? Makes sense. Make it as fair as we can. See. I mean, I can imagine what Kosaka is gonna vote for. Okay, we're getting some hands. But yeah, the big question is, how has your opinion changed on this subject? I imagine she might end up being the deciding vote. Because that's like a very anime thing. Oh. Well, there you go. I need responses, guys. Okay, I guess that one was finally good enough. Yeah, a little bit of conflict in there. Yeah, making decisions suck. Wow, that is beautiful. I mean, she is kind of intimidating. But yeah, just look at that water and everything. We have a visitor. Yeah, the environment just looks so good. You peas in a pod. Sasuga. That shows it's just a very common anime thing. Got a good point there. Yeah, who wants conflict like that? Because you want to take it easy. Alibi. Wait, what? Could you clarify that? I mean, I thought I knew what the word alibi meant. I'm not so sure anymore. It's definitely true. Although high school is 4 years in America. I was wrong. Okay. The episode's almost over. If we're gonna do it, gotta do it quick. Get in there. I know you can talk to her. Although it looks more like you're trying to capture her. You know, like Ash catch him in that first episode of Pokemon with Pidgey. Okay, I mean, technically we talk to each other. Did she look in my general direction? Well, that episode went by pretty quick. Yeah, she even has the euphonium, you know, in that shot. So I don't think anybody truly believed she was gonna shift gears like that. It's like Akiyama Mio thinking she was gonna join a club that wasn't K Humbu. It's almost like that. Like it was never gonna happen. I think I might prefer the ED over the opening, although they're both really good. Yeah. Still love the inclusion of the red string of fate. Doesn't seem like it's used as much in anime nowadays. 2D. Yeah, that was the episode. Okay, that was the second episode of Hibike Euphonium, and we are definitely doing club stuff now, getting some basic stuff established, like what instrument are we playing, and which sounds simple, but some of us are trying to go for instruments that just were never meant to be. The trombone, I think she was trying to go for, but no. The UFO or Euphonium, like that's her thing. That's what it's meant to be. She almost got away with not playing it, but her other childhood friend, Aoi, I think was her name. She was just like, "Hey, remember that instrument you played since like elementary school?" And then Asuka just kind of slides in like, "Oh, what is that I just heard? I think we should have a chat over here." Kumiko, I almost called her Hibike. It's not her name. That's not her name. It's not. So I'll try not to call her that. So we had that, and yeah, everyone just kind of establishing their instruments, and we had a lot of good Asuka stuff this episode. She's very much comes across as like the comic relief character of the Wind Ensemble Club thingy, right? She's just so funny and silly and full of energy and excited, and just she's great. She's definitely one of my favorite characters for sure. Very much glad she's in the show. She's kind of like the opposite of Kosaka in a lot of ways, even though they look fairly similar as characters. And speaking of Kosaka, yeah, the struggle is real to actually, talk with her in any kind of, even remotely in a natural manner, right? Because there's just a lot of, is baggage the right word? There's still a lot of stuff from middle school. This is a little bit awkward. She's doing her best, but by the end of the episode, she actually did talk to her a little bit, which is good. But yeah, this episode was mostly getting the club established, their philosophy, and that's a pretty big deal because the whole thing was like, do we work hard, aim for nationals, or do we just take it easy? Do we be a bit more chill? Do you want to be like a skillful, respectable club, or do we just want to be filthy casuals? It's kind of a thing there. And since that was kind of the initial debate between Kumiko and Kosaka, it's and they're both part of this club. Yeah, it definitely adds an interesting layer to things because Kumiko's got a lot going on in her head on this subject for sure. Some internal conflict. So she was I think she didn't even end up voting at all in the voting round, but I think we ended up voting for nationals. I think that's what ended up winning. So gotta do our best. Do our best, everyone. Some of those instruments really do look heavy. Like definitely gotta build up a decent amount of muscle to be able to play them well, for sure. Some of them for sure. I don't know. I don't think I have as much to say about this episode as I did the previous one. Really, it was good though, for sure. Definitely feels like because the first episode felt like kind of like deciding what we're gonna do, and this episode felt more like we established what we're gonna do. Right, the club is fully formed. We got our instruments figured out. We got our kind of group philosophy figured out. We got our teacher Taki, right? He's there, so it feels like everything's like set up now. Also a little bit of talking with Kosaka, so it feels like we're going forward. We'll be actually like moving in an actual direction, if that makes sense, right? Like we got everything set up, and now we can move forward on that basis, right? Become friends as a unit, could become closer, improve your skill, and maybe Kumiko could like resolve people's issues. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Right? Because I am kind of curious what a typical episode of the show will be like. Because you have a bunch of people in the club, so who's gonna end up being important? Will like different characters have different focus episodes? That's one thing I'm kind of imagining, and maybe anytime Kumiko helps somebody with an issue, maybe she'll learn some stuff about herself. Maybe it could be that sort of thing, right? I don't know. I have no idea what a typical episode of this show would be like because, what was Kaon like? I mean, we played music, right? We practiced, but this obviously there's a lot more people in this band in this group than in Kaon, so that probably changes a lot of things. So you could definitely have like individual episodes for a lot of the characters. I would love an Asuka focused episode. That'd be great. But obviously there's still plenty of stuff to resolve with Kosaka, that's for sure. And I'm sure like a main for like all the like Like Kumiko's friends, I'm sure they'll get a decent amount of focus, flesh out his characters for sure. I'm definitely expecting that. It's just a matter of how many of the other girls are deemed important enough to get a little bit of focus. It's kind of something I'm wondering about. I mean, Aoi in particular had a bit of a... seemed like there's a bit of mystery about her. So, wouldn't mind learning a bit more about her, for sure. But... yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Just Asuka's great. She really adds an extra... She is an invaluable existence in this show, is what I'm trying to say. So... yeah, that's all I got to say. Good episode. Still really enjoying the show, and I look forward to seeing how things go. So, thank you for watching. I hope you click that like button and support me on Patreon and watch more of my videos. So, bye-bye.